Oh, hey.
Hey.
You said you were going to get water. I didn't
How's it
realize you
going?
had to go. I didn't realize you had to go dig a well to get the water.
I dug a well. Oh, shoot. There's people at the door.
Oh.
I'm messing.
Oh, you got
I'm
me.
messing.
You actually got me. I was like really hey, I'm getting a
Again.
notification that says you have Riverside open in other tabs. It's making me manage your tabs for you.
Okay, my bad.
No, it's okay. I don't know why it
Do you want
doesn't
me
give
to
you that
now?
notification. Why do I have to babysit?
Well, it gives me, it's like, what should I do?
Are you one of those people that just has like a billion tabs open at all times?
That's me.
Oh God.
It is me. That is so me.
We should do a tab audit.
Do you want me to
sometime.
close this? Oh my God, you don't want to do a tab audit.
No, I don't.
Nah. This is gonna. That would
I mean,
really
I don't know.
frustrate you.
I don't know if it's gonna be a problem. I have no idea
Okay.
if it. But if you find the other one,
I am legitimately looking right now. I'm legit.
it makes sense because you closed in a hurry last time we recorded.
Oh, you think it's from an old tab? Oh,
That's what I'm
okay.
thinking.
Well, what ends up happening is I usually open it, right? And then it automatically opens in Internet Explorer. And
I'm sorry, Internet Explorer that exists still.
Isn't that crazy?
You're doing this on a Microsoft computer using Internet Explorer.
Sorry, Safari. It automatically opens in Safari.
I thought you were over there using like Windows 98, Windows XP or something.
95.
Yeah.
I used to play like all the football games like forever. Like we were playing in 2000 and something. We were playing Tecmo Super Bowl. And also I was
on the computer?
Yeah, on the computer.
Wow.
But also we were playing like Madden 95 in like 2000 and something.
Man.
Yeah.
Wow. What a story. Sorry, I'm being very mean off the top.
Riveting. That's about as in-depth as I can go as I look for these tabs.
Oh, you're still looking? Good Lord.
Yeah, I'm looking because it's like it's
all right.
going to mess up the recording or something.
So far, it seems fine. I just hit the microphone. Talk about messing up a recording. That'll do it.
Good.
I think it's probably fine.
Okay.
I don't know. If not, it'll whatever. We'll do it. We'll fix it in post.
Fix it in post.
Yeah. If something goes bad, I don't know what that would entail. I would just have to memorize everything you say and do an impression of you on the other side
and just
of the conversation.
Spit it all out.
She's like, well, if the Bills were in here.
Red Sox fans have longed to hear it. The Boston Red Sox are world champions. Wycheck. Dyson's going to go all the way. The 3-2 for the winner.
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me?
That's caught by Des Bryant.
Hey, do you remember when we picked our stuff and you were like, wow, you're such a dope. How did you get to this predicament? But I will say I did pick Seattle on the other side.
Yeah, it's almost like if you had taken the AFC seriously, you could have had a decent prediction.
But honestly, we know that the Bills should be there if they weren't stupid. Like they're stupid. That's why they're not there.
Which is funny you say that because one of the first episodes of the show, we did our week 1. We're coming full circle here because I said week 1 after the Bills-Ravens game that the reason the Bills and Ravens with 2 generational quarterbacks haven't been able to make it to the Super Bowl is because they're just stupid. In the first half, I'm watching this game, and no one can tackle Derrick Henry. No one can catch Lamar Jackson. And I'm like, how is this team, this incredible, insane team, how have they not been to a Super Bowl? And then they handed it to Justice Hill, and he fumbled and lost like 15 yards. And then it was like 3rd and 24, and they ran a read option. Lamar kept it and took a hit from like 4 different Bills. And I was like, oh, I get it. They're just stupid. Like they just do stupid stuff. And like that's and that's why.
Listen,
and also
these two teams
my
are
other
probably
takeaway,
the best two in the league, though.
Okay, but here was my biggest takeaway from this game.
Yeah.
Is both these teams showed me why the Kansas City Chiefs have been to the Super Bowl the last 3 years. Because because they both like just they're freakish, but they can't get out of their own way.
The Ravens are stupid. Legitimately, the Ravens are stupid.
They both are.
The Bills don't have the roster. And they played stupid. They did play stupid in that game, but
so they're
just don't
doubly
have the
stupid.
They're stupid. Bean is stupid, and then they fired the coach. That was stupid. Yeah, so
they're extra stupid.
Let's say they have stupid tendencies.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, we'll
okay, I can't find this tab.
That's all right. We'll forget about it.
Do you want me to chat with support? Because
I'm not. It's not causing any issues that I'm seeing.
Okay.
It just came up and was like, hey,
yeah.
And I would hate to make you completely close out of your browser and lose all of your precious tabs.
Every so single, important.
All 706 of them.
You have no idea how important these tabs are.
They're so important. Yeah. Tab you opened in 2023, you just can't lose it.
No. I accumulate the tabs very quickly. This is like the latest these tabs have been is like probably December 2025. It's a lot of them though.
I'm February
2026. Yeah,
just for those paying attention. Does that mean you haven't restarted your computer, or does it just like reopen them?
Yeah, I haven't restarted my computer in a few months for sure. Yeah, you don't need to restart. I mean, when you update, you restart, but really. Yeah, MacBook.
This is fascinating. These little glimpses into your life are
isn't it something?
It's Colleen will ask me a question about your life, like and I won't know the answer.
You're like, I don't know,
because that's not
what's the question? Give me a question. I mean, filter the questions.
I'm not going to give.
Okay.
Okay. One of the questions: why does Devesh always? Why does he always record in the library? That's a question I get, and I'm like, I don't know, never asked.
House is too loud.
House is
too loud. And I'm too loud at the libraries.
You are too loud at the library. Yeah. You've probably kept people from going to the library because the library's too loud. So it's just this chain reaction of things being too loud.
Someone's like, I really want to go to the library today, but the podcast guy's there.
Yeah, can't do
Tuesdays.
The Chiefs. The library on Tuesdays is a no-go.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
no fly zone.
You like football, right?
You
enjoy it.
Wait, can't.
You watch a lot of football. You followed the NFL season. You talked about me
since I was a wee child.
Yeah. You talked about it with me almost every week. We missed 1 week this year.
We missed 1 week?
It happened to coincide with the Bills bye week, so it almost seemed intentional.
Nice.
I can't remember what happened. I think we traveled. I think you went to Atlanta.
I went for the Monday night game,
and I didn't feel like it.
Yeah, you were like, I need a bye week.
I think I had a migraine, one of my famous migraines that the Botox is going to fix.
Sweet.
So what'd you think of the Pro Bowl? I assume you watched it.
I did not watch a single thing. I saw one clip. It was like Devin H.N. asking, or it was 2 clips. One was like they were asking like each other, what's the most difficult position in the NFL?
Yeah.
And do you know? Would you guess what players said it was?
Center.
Could you guess? No. There was one long snapper. Someone was like long snapper. They were just for kicks and giggles. What do you think it was? Because it was pretty consensus. It was pretty consensus. I mean, there was 2 really that it was between. No,
that's my real guess. But did they say?
That's not a real guess. Come on.
Did they say wide receiver? Tight end?
No. Come on. Just think. What is the most difficult position in the NFL? You're not thinking. You're not using the brain.
I am thinking.
These can't be serious guesses. Give me a serious guess. Why would you say center, by the way? Because no one's lined up across from them that they have to block? Is that what makes it difficult?
No.
Okay.
Come on. No, because you're responsible for snapping the ball to the quarterback, which is not like, it looks easy because they're good at it. You're responsible for then immediately jumping up into a position to keep a large athletic human from getting past you. You also are responsible you're also responsible for all of the making sure that the guys, the two guys to your right and the two guys to your left are lined up and in the right protections and everything.
Okay, yes, the center's a communication position, but it's more cerebral than I think physical. Like usually they don't even have somebody across from them because there's no.
See, there are many.
It's just hard. But it's not really that hard.
There are many facets of difficulty.
I mean, the center is.
Are we talking just physically difficult?
No. It's all encompassing.
Okay, I clearly am not close.
Yeah,
even though I've named probably fully a third of NFL positions.
Okay, so basically, it's down to two positions. Obviously, quarterback is a very difficult position. We know this. Everything's on you. You carry the responsibility of the team on your back, the responsibility of the franchise. You're supposed to be a leader, and it's mentally taxing, and there's a lot. So quarterback obviously is one. The other one is cornerback, because they're covering the best athletes on the field, and they have to do it running backwards.
Yeah, and the rules are like totally stacked against them.
Yeah, it's totally subjective against them. It's difficult.
Like, if you make a mistake, it is a back-breaking play, no matter what, really.
Yeah. So basically, it was a runaway cornerback with quarterback in there, but I think people know that quarterback is a different thing. You almost have to like eliminate that as it's its own thing. You know what I mean? So I think that's very fair. Cornerback is tough. Yeah.
So you didn't watch any of the Pro Bowl?
0%.
It was a wild game.
It was tag, right? They play tag now.
Flag. Rhymes with
flag football.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
I do think it's.
Did you say Josh Allen was supposed to play?
Yeah. Here's the biggest
after surgery.
Here's the biggest failure of the Pro Bowl. I'll tell you right now.
Played?
I'll tell you right now what the biggest failure of the Pro Bowl
Shador
is.
playing would be like having Stefanski be one of the head coaches there.
Right. The biggest failure of the Pro Bowl is that you were probably 99th percentile people plugged into following the NFL.
Oh, yeah.
And you had no idea that the Pro Bowl is actually tonight and hasn't happened yet.
Oh, yeah.
Tuesday,
tonight?
As we record. It's at 8 p.m.
Why is it on
tonight.
a Tuesday?
Great question.
My whole life it was on a Sunday.
Great question. I bet people who follow the NFL listening to this is the first you're hearing that the Pro Bowl still has not happened yet. It is tonight. I thought it was on Sunday.
I thought it was clear.
That is the day it's been every single year of my life.
I used to watch it as a kid.
Knows?
You know, I used to watch it.
Yeah, so tonight is the Pro Bowl. So you
what
still
do
have
they
a chance
do
to
on
watch
Sunday?
It. No idea. No, nothing.
What they do all weekend? Okay. It's still in Hawaii?
I have no idea. No, it's in Orlando,
It's in Orlando? That's stupid.
They
had in Arizona one year. That was dumb too.
Yeah, it's not in Hawaii anymore. They don't pay they don't foot that bill to get, 53 dudes out to
Orlando?
Out to Hawaii. So yeah, it's in Orlando, which
Orlando is
not
such
a
a cheap
destination.
flight.
Yeah, I mean, you almost went there for a wedding.
Yeah. Then I decided against it.
Right. So yeah. Anyway, so Sunday
they have a stadium in Orlando? Were they playing at the Magic?
They're probably playing it.
Is it indoor on hardwood?
No. They're probably playing it where UCF is. Would be my guess. I think that's in Orlando.
Oh,
nice.
That's my guess. In Miami,
or maybe it's. Yeah, I think it's UCF. Well, no, because they're doing it in Orlando because it's ESPN, the Disney tie-in, all that.
Okay.
But yeah, so Sunday I wasn't really doing anything. And I was like, you know what? I'll turn on this Pro Bowl. I'll see what it's all about.
Yeah, and you realize it's not on.
Nothing's there, and I'm like, what is going on?
It's no longer on television.
And then I saw I did see the Tuesday television listing for Tuesday, and I was like, okay, that's when they're replaying it, right? How they replay games sometimes. No, that's the live broadcast. It's tonight, Tuesday, February 3rd.
Wow. What channel is it on? ESPN?
Yeah.
Which
is why it's in Orlando because the whole
Deportes
Disney thing. I'm going to assume it. You know what? It's simulcast on ESPN and on Disney XD.
All right. Are Peyton and Eli doing something for this?
No clue. Doubt it.
Who are the coaches? Aren't there coaches? Wasn't it celebrity coaches or something?
Historically, it was the losers of the championship games.
Yeah.
I have no idea if it's still like that.
No, it's not. I don't think so.
Yeah. So anyway,
I thought Peyton and Eli did it one year, sort of like the All-Star game.
Maybe. Clearly, I mean, we're not the people to ask. I don't know who the people to ask would be.
I do.
Google.
Yep.
Gemini. Google Gemini is going to be like,
Jerry Rice and Steve Young are the coaches for the 2026 Pro Bowl.
That can't.
Jerry Rice leads the
possibly
NFC
be right.
team, while Young leads the AFC team. He's never played in the AFC.
He never played in the AFC.
They replaced the Manning brothers, Peyton and Eli, from previous years.
I actually don't believe that this is true.
I mean, like AI could be lying to me. Definitely possible.
Like it's never done that before.
No, I'm totally believe it 100%.
Pro Bowl flag.
Yep. Jerry Rice. Actually, they announced this December 15th. Yeah. Too. Yeah.
Announcers will be Scott Van Pelt on play-by-play, Dan Orlovsky and Jason Kelsey providing color commentary.
They really shouldn't.
And then on the sidelines,
they really shouldn't provide color commentary for this game.
This is dumb. I'm sorry.
Oh, well, we need this.
Yeah. Anyway,
this is interesting. Can we prop bet on the Pro Bowl?
I'm sure. I mean, gambling is. It's
you
a
think
7-on-7
going to win MVP
football game.
Nice.
If Mel Kiper has the only vote for MVP, you know, it's going to Shedeur. But that's not what we're here for. We're not here for the Pro Bowl because clearly nobody cares about it. There's a big.
Your line of demarcation for the Pro Bowl, in case we've said this a number of times, but it's the Brian Moorman, Sean Taylor.
You call him Sean Moorman too?
I call him Sean.
Yes, the Brian Moorman, Sean Taylor. If you haven't seen it, Google,
Collision.
YouTube, Sean Taylor.
Brian Moorman was tough. I thought it was
Brian
a little bit.
Brian Moorman ran a 4.5.
Yeah, he's fast.
Like he was like a legit
No,
he was a hurdler. He was a hurdler.
A number of
in
times,
college.
I remember the Bills running fake punts. And picking it up with him because he could move.
He ran a sweep, and Sean Taylor was playing at 110% in a game. Everyone else was playing 50%, and that's why. That's why
Sean Taylor's
not cut
6'3", 225 pounds.
One of the big hardest. There could not have been a worse person.
That was that was when Miami had this history of the safeties because he came after Ed Reed. They also had all these fast little receivers like Santana Moss.
Yeah,
remember that?
Yeah. Well, they had Andre Johnson. He's or was he Florida?
Andre Johnson was there. Miami. Yeah. He was in
Miami,
that championship game that with Willis McGahee, Maurice Claret.
Yeah,
that was
Miami
cranked
the dudes out.
Jim Kelly, good quarterback
from the U. Yeah,
from the U.
Yeah, Bernie Kosar.
Of course, we did a whole history on Bernie Kosar.
Not on the show. We didn't do that. On the show.
Did. That was just.
Oh
crap! It's all merging.
We should have saved it. So
in case people wonder what we actually talk about, it's those things.
It's literally just it's exactly this.
Bernie Kosar. History of Bernie Kosar. How he got in the NFL. Yeah, it's crazy.
It's similar. Actually, you said Maurice Claret. It's a similar story to that, but we're literally not getting into that.
Bernie.
Today.
I don't think Bernie Kosar. I don't think Bernie Kosar got arrested for arms at a convenience store.
Well, the Claret
it's a little different, but other than that, I totally get you.
Yeah. He wanted to come out a year early.
I'll get to that part.
Yeah, I've noticed I go a lot, and I editing the show. It is a nightmare. Just
leave the ums in. The people.
I do. I don't edit them out. I just hear it, and I'm like, oh god, that's terrible. I'm gonna do a supercut.
Okay.
Of just one of those every
supercut.
episode.
I hate that place.
So there's a big football game this week.
Okay.
We're sponsored by Supercuts.
Supercut. Crap.
Yeah.
My
anyway,
haircut looks like a supercut.
Would you like to pay $26 for the worst haircut of your life? Do I?
Honestly, it's a traumatic. It is a traumatic experience. Did I tell you that during COVID I started cutting my own hair?
Oh my god!
And I still cut my own hair.
You don't even know what you just did.
What?
But it is going to come back around later, and I'm so excited. You have no idea. You have no idea you even did it. And I didn't even catch it at first.
Great.
But oh my god. Anyway, we should talk about.
We're gonna hold that thought. All right.
We got a big football game this week.
Oh, Super Bowl! I think I'm gonna watch it. Can I just say that I do think I'm gonna watch it because I have not watched. You know this. I haven't watched since the Bills got knocked out. So I think I'm going to watch this one because I could care less.
I think it's really like kind of the Super Bowl of football games.
It's the biggest one, but does it feel like it though, honestly? Does it feel like it? Does it feel like you know, like
Christmas?
Christmas? This feels like a Christmas. That's not a Christmas. This feels like Christmas, except for I know Christmas is on Sunday, but it feels like actually it feels like Easter's on Sunday. You know what I mean? I don't care as much.
That is how it always feels to me. I'm gonna sound like an insufferable hipster right now.
Oh my God.
I really the Super Bowl, I don't get super excited about it because what it represents to me is more like the end of something.
Yeah, yeah.
And we're about to embark on 30 straight weeks of
nothing. Loneliness, dark days.
Yeah. So
February.
I don't.
No.
It feels like a fake football game to me.
Listen,
in a lot of ways.
Okay, a lot of good points.
Thank you.
I agree with you completely. In that it does. If I don't like it sometimes because it feels like everybody else likes it.
And I was trying not to say that because that is the most obnoxious thing in the world.
No, but you feel it because you're like these stupid noobs
because it is.
Are watching football for the first time this year and they're going to act like they know what they're talking about. I've never watched football in a group of people for this reason.
Okay.
I've never watched a Super Bowl with other people.
Do you know
except
the last
for my
time
nephew? I've watched it with him. Yeah. Did you hate it and had to leave?
I'm gonna tell you, the last time I did was probably the worst imaginable Super Bowl to watch in a group. Can you just off the top of your head, in recent history?
Okay, so you're just saying basically it was a close Super Bowl. Seattle Patriots.
It wasn't that close.
Oh.
It was close, but it wasn't for reasons. Like it was a 10-point game, but it might as well have been 30.
Oh, Bucks and Chiefs.
No.
Okay, because that was like that.
No. It was.
What is it?
It actually ties into this year. It was the last time the Patriots were in the Super Bowl when they beat the Rams 13-3.
Oh.
And
okay. That wasn't a bad game. That was a good game. They couldn't figure it. Yeah, it was good.
And again, we're gonna sound like insufferable hipsters. And
the worst game to watch, though, I think, would have been that Seattle.
I watched that one in a group too, and yes,
Seattle, New England. Because I was close that was.
I was in Syracuse for that one. That was the year. The one Super Bowl I was in Syracuse for.
Nice.
Yeah, it was these two teams. I just did the again. It's really, really hearing it. Really hearing it today. God damn it. But yeah, so I'm the same way. I'm the same way. I don't like
one is because everybody likes it, and you're just like, I'm over this. I don't like that everybody likes this.
And then I also don't.
And then everybody's a pro at the thing.
On top of that, I don't like that. I don't like it because everybody likes it.
That's another level.
So it's like
dislike.
It's like a fractal. It's like fractals of dislike.
Very meta dislike.
Yeah. So
okay, so that's one aspect, but I do the other aspect is what we've talked about for Christmas, the build up, the month between the month between Thanksgiving and Christmas. That's like the highlight actually, and Christmas Day is actually sad. But I don't feel that way this year because I didn't watch the last couple games.
You decided you were gonna check out and
I took my ball
wallow
and
wallow in your.
I did. I took the ball.
Like, I'm not even
watching this.
Celebrate Christmas this year.
Last year's Super Bowl, I got so much joy out of.
It's like if someone told you that they're not going to give you the present that you want, and you were like, "Well, you know what?
I'm not even celebrating this holiday.
I'm not even celebrate
Take the tree down.
I'm gonna go do something else. I'm not even gonna.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna look at a tree. I might see some lights on the street, but I'm not gonna enjoy them.
I'm not caroling. I'm not singing any songs.
Not doing any of that. No.
I'm not doing any of that crap.
No. I'm
losers.
Just gonna, I'm not getting my toy. And
I'm not eating any. You think I'm eating chips and salsa here? You think I'm eating pizza? I'm doing any of the snacking? No.
Yeah.
I used to wake up. The first thing I would do. I've done this to you. The first text I'll send on Christmas on Super Bowl are Happy Super Bowl. I literally send that to everybody I know.
Yeah,
that's my tradition. And as a kid, I would start watching. I'd start watching early, like noon, until 6.
That's
crazy.
Part of the argument
Horrible.
for adding. That's part of the argument for adding another game to the season is that it would then.
What should they do? Lose your game?
No,
they should just have the Bills and Chiefs play again.
What are you talking
for
about?
no reason?
No, they
What's
would add
the extra game.
An 18th regular season game because it would push the season back another week, and then the Monday after the Super Bowl would be President's Day every year. So it would be a federal holiday every year. People can.
Well, they should just move the Super Bowl to a Saturday. You're already giving them 2 weeks. Just move it to a Saturday.
Super Bowl Sunday.
Super Bowl Saturday. You'd get on board. Don't act like you wouldn't like this eventually.
Sure.
You'd
I
be
would
like,
get on
yeah,
board,
this makes
but,
sense. Obviously, they should have done it on a Saturday years ago.
They're going to fix it another way. And it's going to be by subjecting the NFL players to an extra game. That's what they're going to do.
That's what it's going to do.
So we should, now you're doing the we should talk about these two teams.
Okay.
Unlikely teams to be in the Super Bowl. I think there were something like the Patriots were like 75-1 to win the Super Bowl in the preseason. I want to say the
picked them
Seahawks
to make
were like
the playoffs.
60-1 to win the Super Bowl. We did both pick them.
We both picked them, but I don't think we thought this. And honestly, they don't deserve to be here. So
okay.
Yeah, I'm going to say that and throw it out there.
You don't think either of these teams deserve to be here?
Oh, the Seahawks deserve to be there, yeah. The Patriots.
But not the Patriots.
No, come on. Let's be serious here.
I can be serious.
Can you imagine if they win this Super Bowl? How horrible is that going to feel? What a joke. They should just delete the year. You know how Trump's done the thing at the White House where he just like remodulates history? They should do that here if the Patriots win.
I want you to stop and think about what you are currently aligning yourself with, and then
I'm on board
and think, okay, maybe I'm being a bit reactionary. Maybe I shouldn't be saying the things I'm saying right now and implicating a show with Derek's name on it. Maybe I shouldn't do that.
The people know. The people know that I could not be less on board.
You wear your bitterness on your sleeve.
I do. Yeah, I'm just throwing it out there. The Patriots, come on. Let's be serious here. Can we disqualify them? Can we do the committee thing? Like, get them out of here.
This is going to be some really great analysis.
Just have the Rams and Seahawks play for the fourth time.
I can tell this is
honestly
gonna be
better game.
Fantastic analysis. Yeah.
Okay, I think Drake May is very good. I do think I said I think I would vote for him for MVP. Like, to me, that would be the dude. Just because he's had less help. He's had less help than Stafford. And I just,
that shocks me. So they have the league MVP, and you don't think they should be in the Super Bowl?
In a year when there's not really a league MVP where they should just move the MVP to next year, yeah. And they shouldn't be in the Super Bowl because, are we going through their regular season or not? Because if you go through their regular season, it's going to become very evident why they shouldn't be here.
Well, they literally are here, so.
Yeah, well, I like to be delusional, so here I am.
I smell something burning.
Is it the cat?
I think it's the takes. Is it the cat? Jesus, what is wrong with you?
No, Lucy's okay.
Is it the cat? I'm just going to shoot off a text and make sure the house isn't
It's
on
not
fire.
the cat. Oh, okay. just tell Colleen I smell something burning.
That's literally what I'm
Is it the cat?
I'll ask if it's the cat.
Is it the cat?
And she's going to be appalled by that question. Okay, so either way, whoever wins this game, Seahawks or Patriots, it'll be the longest odds for a Super Bowl winner in the preseason to go on and win the Super Bowl. Can you name the team that was the biggest underdog, longest odds to win the Super Bowl, and still would be regardless of this result?
And they won the Super Bowl?
And they won. Like in the preseason, I think this team was like 175-1, I want to say, to win the Super Bowl, and then won.
I would say, Kurt Warner's Rams.
Yeah,
off the top of my head.
Yeah,
is that
1999, 2000 Rams.
Boom! Look at that.
Good job.
I think it's solid.
I mean,
makes sense, dude.
I think
who the hell saw that coming?
This Patriots team is comparable. It's not comparable to that one in terms of like play, right?
Yeah.
Just in terms of like path, I would say. And then I think it's also comparable to the 2001, 2002 Patriots, Tom Brady's first season. I think those are the two.
I think that's a better one. I do think that's a better one.
I think in terms of turnarounds, though, if you're looking at like the previous season going into the next season, I think it's those Rams.
Well,
all this contingent on if the Patriots win. No, like they'll be remembered as anything if they don't.
My point in saying that we both picked them to make the playoffs is just that we knew that this is a sort of up and coming team in the AFC. But did we think they're in the top rung of the AFC? No. Did we think that maybe in that second group of the AFC? Yeah. But we thought they're like an up and coming team, and now they're way ahead of schedule, I would say. You know,
well,
like I thought they're like a playoff team. First round loss in the playoffs. And honestly,
it's a pretty big credit to Vrabel. I mean, to come in and immediately turn this team around with a roster that nobody thought was good enough to compete with the Bills and win the division. And
yeah, I mean, it is a credit to their schedule. It is a credit to a lot of luck that they received when they're playing the teams they played. Yeah, and it is a credit to Vrabel also. Yeah. In other years, this is a 9-8 team. Is that horrible to say?
I don't know if it's horrible to say. I don't.
Is it accurate?
I don't know if you're right about that.
Come on. This is a 9-8 team. In other years, this is a 9-8 team. If they had a regular, I don't know. Okay, you got to give them credit. They won the games that they're supposed to win.
They beat 3 very good defenses to get here.
In the playoffs, yeah. Houston, they beat Houston with a quarterback that just wants to give you the ball. So, congrats. Let me clap for them.
Then they took the ball. I would argue would be my counterpoint.
I would say I've seen CJ Stroud play this year, and he is happy to give you the ball. He drops it on snaps. He is all over the place. If Houston just punted, they legitimately could have just won that game. Legitimately, if they every time they got the ball, if they kneeled 3 times. And punted.
You do know. I mean, I assume you think the Bills should be here. I think that's the subtext of what you're saying.
No, I think the Bills are a ragtag team of
who from the
fools.
AFC should be here.
The Bills should be there.
Okay,
the Bills should be. They don't have the roster, but they should be there.
You are aware that the Bills were embarrassed by the Houston Texans during the regular season.
Yes, they didn't have CJ Stroud, though. You don't understand the impact that would have had on the game. CJ Stroud did not play that game. And Houston probably would have been better if CJ Stroud did not play, because at least the backup manages the ball. This is fair to say. You believe me.
Okay.
You know it, too.
I believe you insofar
Stroud.
that I think the Texans may have had a better chance if they had benched CJ Stroud at halftime.
All I'm trying to say is
that I don't think it's fair to completely diminish this Patriots team based on
you're totally right, because the next following week they followed it up by playing the Denver Broncos without their starting quarterback. That was great. Earlier in the season, they also played the Cincinnati Bengals with Burrow out, Chase out, and Higgins out, concussed.
I'm not gonna deny that they've had a lot of luck to get here. Like, you can't deny that.
The most luck that I've ever seen a team have in the history of the NFL. We're talking, let's go back to the stupid Packers Super Bowl I. I don't think a team has had more luck than this team when they've played the teams they've played.
You were totally right.
Okay.
You're
That's
totally
all I want to
right
hear
about that. And I mean, I've posed the question, still trying to get answers on it, making a lot of phone calls, but I posed the question, like, is Robert Kraft the devil? Because just he found another quarterback after the greatest of all time.
Not only did he do this, he got Belichick not to be in the Hall of Fame.
He's the guy doing everything. He's in the Epstein files, and nothing's going to happen to him.
Wait, is he actually in the Epstein files?
Yeah. He is.
We're both whispering about the Epstein files.
He is. And
is he actually?
And the owner of the Giants is.
I saw the owner of the Giants in there. Why are you whispering? No, they can't do anything on us. You're not in it. I'm not in it.
And Russell Wilson was trying to buy a plane from Epstein. Anyway.
Wait. Russell Wilson's in this thing? That's really not on brand. If he is, that's totally off brand.
So there was an email of someone emailing Jeffrey and saying,
"What was the saying? Let's ride."
Broncos country.
Not good. Broncos country. Let's ride. Bad saying. Bad saying. I'm just going to say
he wasn't directly corresponding with Jeff He wasn't
Go
directly
Hawks.
corresponding with Jeff.
With Jeff?
Someone
you calling
on his,
him Jeff?
Jeff Epstein, and someone on his
God.
behalf was
Jeff E.
was saying that Russell wouldn't stop calling about a plane that he wanted to purchase. That's what it was.
Why would he want to purchase a plane from them? I don't know. Like, it's hard for me to even buy used clothes. I can't imagine what people did in them. Like, why would you want a plane from this dude? That's horrible.
Someone made a good point that if there's
was it on sale? It was like possessed by the government?
I don't know. Someone made a point that if anyone involved was just in it for the plane, it probably was Russell Wilson, but that's not what we're
Don't they have all these code words? My God!
Oh, I think you're getting stuff confused. This is not our. This is not our.
This is not our
expertise.
No, thank God. Could you imagine? We were like, finally, this is our area of expertise.
Yeah,
horrible.
Derek likes exposing predators.
Oh my goodness! Honestly,
so I
wait. Okay. No, I was just gonna say, because I wanted to change the subject. I was just gonna say, you think if the Hawks have the ball at the 1 yard line, they're gonna hand it to Kenneth Walker? They're gonna throw us quick slant.
So
like
I can tell you have not been listening to Derek Likes Sports on the episodes that you are not on, because my good friend Scott Sistak, he's a meteorologist in Seattle. If you haven't listened to the episode that came out Monday, I talked to him about being a lifelong Seattle fan.
Did you ask him about the Roxy?
I asked him that exact question. I was like, 20 seconds left in the game, second down, you're down by 4. 1 yard
What's
line. What's the play? And without
quick slant,
without hesitation, it was he said the AJ Barner under center snap tush push. And it blew my mind, because I was thinking about if the tush push existed in 2000.
I just don't think Russell
15.
ran it. I mean, I don't think he would run it.
No, nobody did it. No, no. Well, I mean, Sam Darnold doesn't run it now. They put the tight end in there.
Yeah.
So,
I think you just hand the ball to Marshawn. Even if the tush push existed, I think you hand the ball to Marshawn Lynch.
Sure. Well, that's tough.
It's Marshawn Lynch.
Tough beat for Pete Carroll. I know. To leave and this happened. So I forget what I had hidden behind here. Let's see. Okay. So this is the Seahawks schedule. I know you wanted to talk about that.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I just highlighted a couple games here. We don't I think you and I were kind of on board with the Seahawks pretty quickly this season. It was clear that this was a competent team that was very good.
They were like Indianapolis, but like actually substantive and without all the PR that Indianapolis had.
That's
like Indianapolis, true. I feel like people were. I'm like, wait a minute, hold on, wait a minute, and we found out what happened there. I mean, the injuries definitely hurt them. I think that's why. But these guys were, I think, pretty legitimate all year. And I would say that, obviously, okay, we'll just go through it real quick. The 49ers, that's always going to be tough. But Steelers, Saints, Cardinals, tough. When I thought that they were legitimately good was the loss to the Bucs, actually. Because that was a game that I really paid attention to, and they really should have won.
Yeah.
I mean, they
were 2:50 left in the game. They were in a decent spot to hold on and win that game. And that was when Baker
was on fire. Yeah.
Yeah, he was doing that every week. And I think this game was my favorite uniform matchup of the season.
Oh, yeah. The creamsicles.
It was gorgeous. It was gorgeous.
Creamsicles, beautiful. But that game, I was like, oh, okay.
It's a classic,
this is a really good team.
It's a classic NFC Central AFC West matchup. The Seahawks and the Buccaneers. I think that I agree with you there.
Beating the Texans. Because if we look in hindsight, that's great.
Do you remember when they beat the Steelers? That game was like back and forth, and it turned on a Caleb Johnson that kick return where he touched the ball, and then the Seahawks just recovered it in the end zone for a touchdown.
Okay,
and that was like it. So it felt a little fluky, and then and then the moment, I mean, this game here with the Rams,
honestly,
that was
it's
their biggest
not
win
the
of
toughest schedule. It's just that they played the Rams so many times.
Well, you're not going to have. Did they finish second last year? I guess in the division. Yeah, they did. I mean, they were 10-7 last year.
Yeah.
They're 10-7 and got to.
And they're 14-3 this year. Yeah, that's
and
amazing.
The Vikings. I'm just putting this together for the first time.
Yeah.
The Vikings last year were 14-3, And this year,
9 and
we're 9-8.
9-8. Yeah.
So
Darnold is 4.5
he's
games.
worth 4.5 games. Or Sam Darnold is worth 4.5 wins. I think we can definitively say that.
Yeah, and it's totally good. And you know what the thing is? Like, I heard Darnold talking, and he was like, the greatest thing is up on this team. He's like, I can just do my job. Like, he don't have to overcompensate for anything. He can just go out there, read it, and let it go. It's partly, I think,
the
why
Kubiak system's really good for that.
Kubiak's system is really good, but I think it's like the pressure on the quarterback. Like, like not to bring it to the Bills, but like Josh, for some reason, every play thinks that he has to win the game on this play. Like that's what happens on the worst days. But what's really nice about this is like they understand who he is as a quarterback. They appreciate who he is. I mean, Minnesota didn't, I guess, and they just let him do that job. He doesn't have to overcompensate for anything else. He doesn't have to make up for deficiencies on the roster. He can just come out, read the play, let it go, and sort of play free.
Mm-hmm. He had the most turnovers in the league for any quarterback this year.
There were games like that, the Rams game,
the first Rams
Minnesota game. Yeah, he had a lot of like 4 or 5 turnovers in some of these games.
Yeah, that
1921 game that they lost.
Yes, they had a field goal to win the game at the end. It was like a 60-yarder.
But he had like 5 turnovers in that game. Yeah,
he did. He had 4 interceptions and a fumble, I believe.
And that was another game where I was like, wow, they're really good, because for him to have 5 turnovers and them to be right there in that game.
And he was kind of shut down a little bit by Brian Flores. This 26-0 is a little misleading. That was the Max Brosmer game.
Oh yeah.
So they had the defense had at least one touchdown. Yeah. I think they may have had another
they had a couple. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Flores hates quarterbacks. We know this.
Right. He doesn't have to be the guy. That being said,
it's why he didn't get the MVP. He's probably not getting MVP votes because JSN is on the same team. Like, but the defense is so good, people don't see him having to go above and beyond. But he's a very good quarterback.
But he did that in the NFC Championship game. Like he won that game for them and played probably the best game of his career.
And not just that, but he played well. I thought, like, when it mattered in the game to clinch home field, that second game against the Rams, he played well. You know, at the end, in the critical plays.
Was the 49ers game, the 13-3 game. He played...
Oh, yeah. Okay, my bad.
He played 2.5 quarters of garbage against the Rams in that Thursday night game. Maybe even 3 full quarters. That game was absurd. And it really...
You think the 38-37 game?
Yeah, that was the game with the 2-point conversion that like rolled.
Yeah, that's the game that I was talking about. He played bad for most... That's the game I'm talking about. He played bad for most of that, and then he got that.
It was the fourth quarter. The Seahawks were down 16, and he threw an interception at the Rams 1-yard line, and that seemed like that was the end of the game. And somehow
they followed it up. They drove back down, followed it up. He hit JSN for a number of plays, right?
They got both.
And then touchdown 2-point conversion. And Kubiak, I think, does a really good job on the critical plays. He has something up his sleeve where it's not like, okay, Darnold, make a play. Like, he has a schemed play for the situations.
Yeah. And but the reason that the Seahawks weren't, I mean, they won 10 games last year and seemed competent last year, but they weren't expected to do any of this because they not only traded their quarterback, they traded Geno Smith away. They brought in Sam Darnold. Nobody really knew how that was going to go, but they also brought in a new offensive coordinator this year because Kubiak was with the Saints last year. And no one was really thinking like, oh, that Saints offense, you know, we want to bring that out here to Seattle. That's going to be the thing that turns it around.
But it's the system, though. The system is really pretty tried and true. And this guy, I mean, look, his dad is Gary Kubiak. He's been around this since he was probably a baby. You know what I mean? Like, so we don't see that. He's
probably going to be the Raiders head coach. The job is his. It sounds like if he wants it.
And I feel like the Bills had to make a decision. They couldn't, but they weren't able to interview him. You know, so and they may know that he wants the Raiders job, but I think the Raiders for him would be a great fit.
That was
take it.
Exceptional Bills non sequitur. I'm proud of you. So that's the season for the Seahawks. And then
and they did play Indianapolis in there, which was like two identical teams playing each other.
Well,
that's the 18-16 game.
That was the Phil Rivers game. That was the game he came back
Rivers
for.
came in? That was his first game back?
Yeah, and they nearly lost that game.
The
Colts
had
like a 60-yarder to win that game. And that could have been...
Yeah, their home field. I mean, home field is really close. Yeah,
their whole season really hinged on these two games going very weirdly and in their favor.
Yeah, I mean, if they don't get home field, they're not here, right? Do we think? Because the Rams game is so close. If the Rams have home field, right?
I don't think so. I think that's fair to say, and I don't think anyone in Seattle. I think Seattle would wear that as a badge of honor. Yeah, I don't think anyone's going to be offended by that.
They pulled out those games as they deserved to. Yeah. Like they did pull out those games, so it's like
I want to say this Falcons game.
See, there's a level of luck that I'm okay with. This is totally within that realm. This is totally reasonable. This is in every team's schedule.
Yes, totally. That I want to say this Falcons game. I could be wrong about this. I think this is the game that eliminated the Falcons from playoff contention.
I know the Falcons were in there all the way through because the division's so bad.
They were eliminated like the first week of December. I know that. And then by the second week of January, when the season ended, they were tied for first. Which, how does that even happen? It's crazy. Boggles the mind. At least I'll have a good draft pick, right? Oops. Okay. This is how the Patriots season started. As we pivot over to
what are we doing?
Your favorite team, the New England Patriots. They opened the season against Pete Carroll, who had left the Seahawks. Ironically, Geno Smith, who had just been traded to Las Vegas from the Seahawks, ironically. And so this game is two things. One, it's like, okay, maybe the Patriots aren't going to be as good as we thought they were. Maybe the Raiders are going to be pretty good. And also,
you picked the Raiders to make the playoffs, didn't you?
I have no evidence of that.
Did you pick the Raiders? Oh yeah, so you're probably
the first
feeling
I'm hearing
good.
it. I haven't had a chance to listen to all the podcast episodes. I've been pretty busy.
Feeling pretty good about this game, huh? You're like my boy Geno.
You'll have to ask him about that.
Devesh is crazy. He didn't pick the Raiders to make the playoffs.
Yeah. Well, you didn't pick the Seahawks. You want to talk about that?
I didn't pick the Seahawks.
No, you didn't.
Probably because I was like, you couldn't have all three teams. Wait. I picked the Seahawks to be in the Super Bowl, though.
Okay, once they were in the playoffs.
Okay.
Good job, man.
Just saying.
Spike the ball. Hang the banner. And I also picked the Panthers to make the playoffs. So I'm just going to say that again. It's my one chance to brag.
You did, but then you jumped off of them.
I did nothing.
You jumped off of them. The first playoff game, you're like, forget the Panthers.
I did jump. Well, yeah, I didn't think they were going to
I was rooting for them. I was in it with them.
They actually did not win their playoff game. Isn't that funny?
So close, though. They were so close.
So hang the banner.
Yeah, honestly, hang the banner. Actually, hang it.
So not only was this like an uh-oh moment for the Patriots, there's a little bit of an uh-oh moment for the Seahawks, because it was like, oh, we traded away Geno Smith, and look, he just beat the Patriots. For me, you know what I'm saying.
My takeaway from this game was I think one of the early games where it felt like May threw a couple picks. So I was like, okay, young quarterback, he's going to deal with these types of growing pains. Like that's what I thought. And I thought, I still believed that they would make the playoffs even after this loss, but it was just like, oh yeah, it's going to happen. He's a young quarterback. He's going to throw some game, he's going to throw some picks in games,
Do you know how many games Drake May won his rookie season?
4. Were they 4 and 12? He won 1? How?
He won 1.
Who was the quarterback for the other games?
Well, we're going to talk about that.
Oh, okay.
But he won 1 game, and then he comes into this season and starts 1-2.
They beat the Dolphins. That's pretty good.
And they've lost 1 game.
The Steelers game was also one of these games where I think he turned over the ball a number of times, right?
Yeah, they should have. They let that one get away.
So just seeing those 3, I was like, it's going to be up and down like that, and then it wasn't.
Yeah. So these words here, I mean, this has been around. People have heard this, but I just wanted to. I think it's worth reiterating, and I don't think it necessarily says anything about the Patriots. It's just kind of a interesting oddity to me because this has never happened before. this is the result for each head coach that they played for, and then some other notes about teams that didn't fire their head coaches. So you have the Raiders fired Pete Carroll, Dolphins fired Mike McDaniel,
hipster coach. He's vaping on the sidelines.
Steelers.
By the way, he's vaping on the sidelines.
Okay. Wait, what do you want him to do?
People getting after Mark Sanchez for eating a hot dog on the sidelines.
Well, they're after Mark Sanchez for some other stuff. Steelers parted ways with Mike Tomlin. You could say fired. I'm going to say it. Fired.
Mutual
fired.
parting of ways.
The Panthers. They play in the NFC South, which was a division that didn't have a single team with a winning record this year. The Bills.
This Bills win is a good win for the Patriots. And it was a time where the Bills didn't take the Patriots seriously. Horrible.
Wow. Well, that's pretty unprofessional on their part.
It is.
They should have fired their coach.
Yeah,
which they did. They fired their coach. The Saints.
Bad decision, but yeah.
NFC South team. Titans fired their coach. Browns fired their coach.
Good.
Falcons. They fired their coach.
Ugh.
And are also in the NFC South. Buccaneers, NFC South. The Jets are the Jets. Didn't fire their coach.
The Jets are the Jets.
Didn't fire their coach, but literally every other coach has been fired now, which they did super late.
Well, they only didn't fire their coach because he was new. I mean, you just got to give it 2 years.
Yeah. Bengals, as you mentioned, they didn't have Joe Burrow or Jamar Chase for that game.
And Higgins. Higgins got knocked out of that game. His head.
Pretty late, I think. I think that was the famous game.
He was not in there when the Bengals were trying to drive.
I think that was the famous game where you spread horrible, horrible lies about me.
No, that wasn't the
afterwards.
game. It was the next game when they played the Bills. It was the game when they played the Bills, remember?
Giants fired. They were playing against an interim head coach for that game. Bills again fired. Ravens,
I don't think that even the
fired.
Giants had their starting quarterback in this game, did they?
Who is their starting quarterback?
I don't know. You love him though. You compare him to Josh Allen, so
all the time. Ravens fired the head coach. Jets. They're the Jets. Dolphins again. How crazy is that?
Like when they played the good teams, or even somewhat good teams, it was like unidentifiable that those were the teams, like the Bengals. You know what I mean?
I think this Ravens game, was this Monday Night Football or Sunday Night Football? I can't remember. It was a primetime game.
Yeah, maybe Sunday
I think
night?
that was their best win of the season. The Ravens
Lamar was playing? Was Lamar playing?
Lamar was playing,
but Lamar
the Ravens were not
was
out
coming
of it.
off injury still
Well,
right?
yeah. I mean,
yeah.
And they made a really, I mean, they did the thing that you do against the Ravens and made a great fourth quarter comeback against them.
Yeah.
Derrick Henry scored a touchdown with like 12:50 left in the game, and I want to say he didn't get another carry after that. I could be mixing up games, but
no, I think that's right. Yeah, that sounds like a very Ravens thing to do.
Kyle Williams had a really nice touchdown reception in that game.
I actually think the Patriots' best game is when they were up 21-0 against the Bills.
Okay.
And then lost the game. I thought that was
they lost that game.
Yeah, they lost that game.
Oh.
That was the second game. Yeah.
Well, how'd the Bills do?
31.
Where the Bills finish?
Yeah. Stupid Bills.
Yeah. Oh well. I think with these two teams,
Vrabel's we know that Vrabel is a culture setter. And he was able to set the culture, and look, it is what it is. They got a lot of breaks in the schedule, and the teams that are supposed to be good in the AFC really weren't. And here we are. What an embarrassment.
Here we are.
Honestly, the Patriots shouldn't feel bad about it, and they don't. It's an embarrassment for the other teams in the AFC, specifically the Bills. What an embarrassment.
You know, 20%
these guys are back here again. Derek, they were just in this thing for 20 years.
20% of all Super Bowls have had the New England Patriots in them.
Ridiculous.
It's 12.
Honestly, I was rooting for Brady in all those Super Bowls. I'm not even a Patriots hater. I mean, I just don't like them now.
It's 12 out of 60.
It's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Is that more than like the Packers and Steelers combined or something?
Oh, probably.
Probably.
I'm willing to believe that without looking it up. All right. I think if we want to break it down, I think these two teams getting here kind of hinges on
this is
two
great.
people. First is Sam Darnold. And let's just recap Sam Darnold's
USC.
journey.
Mm-hmm.
USC. It was good. He was good.
You know who
he Heisman or anything, but he seemed like an NFL ready quarterback coming out.
Well, he seemed like a strong-armed big quarterback. I think he was like, at one point they described. You remember Jake Locker?
Yeah,
I think Jake Locker. How they describe Jake Locker is actually how Sam Darnold was. If that makes any sense. Anyways, I'm just trying to say he's a big-armed, big quarterback.
Sure.
He wasn't the most accurate, but you felt like we got something to work with here.
Sure. Yeah. Great arm talent.
Yeah.
Needed to work on.
I mean, strong arm.
Protecting the ball. I think that's fair. He was drafted by the New York Jets, number 3 overall. Friend of the show. I hope he's okay with me calling him a friend of the show. John Byrne had this. The Browns drafted Brandon Weeden in the first round.
Oklahoma State.
In 2012, Oklahoma State. Sam Darnold, in his 8th season and Super Bowl bound, is 39 days older than Brandon Weeden was on the day that the Browns drafted him.
Brandon Weeden was an older quarterback. Yeah. He was an older
Don't dismiss this. Don't say, well, he was an older
everybody
quarterback.
Knew he was old. What do you want to do? Make fun of the guy because he was old?
I'm not making fun of him. I'm making fun of the Browns, if anything. This is insane.
No, it's a solid pick,
Sam
honestly.
Darnold's been around. What's a solid pick?
Brandon Weeden for the Browns is a solid pick.
Are you out of your mind?
The Browns could do a lot worse than Brandon Weeden, and
they've done a lot worse than Brandon Weeden.
A lot worse than Brandon Weeden. Brandon Weeden is a good pick for the Browns.
I don't know. Actually,
they needed some stability.
Like 20 seconds. Did they get it?
They needed an adult. And they at least tried to get an adult. What are they going to do?
Okay.
It's not the worst, dude. We could rattle off a page of worst picks for the Browns.
I don't know that we could. Honestly, I don't know. I don't think that we could.
Everybody,
I really don't. I don't think that we could.
We just need to be self-reflective. Everybody wants, I want the best thing in the world, but it's what are you bringing to the table? The Browns bring nothing to the table. Brandon Weeden is so far out of their coverage, it's ridiculous. They should be grateful that Brandon Weeden said yes to this proposal to join this team.
Name 2 worse picks.
Literally, the 2 quarterbacks on their roster right now are worse than Brandon Weeden. I think
Where did they take those quarterbacks?
In the first round. Oh, well, no, they didn't. I mean, but they're playing them. Whatever.
Where did they take Brandon Weeden? Do you remember where they took Brandon Weeden?
First round.
Yeah, it says it right there. Pick 22 or something.
Brandon Weeden's 42.
He was the age Sam Darnold is now when they drafted him.
It's a great pick.
Okay.
It's a great pick for the Browns. Honestly, I can't think of it's a perfect match.
I cannot believe you were bogging me down in the Super Bowl episode talking about making the case.
I just hate that we're making fun of Brandon Weeden.
Making the case that not only is Brandon Weeden a good pick, a great pick.
Maybe Brandon Weeden would be Sam Darnold right now if he didn't end up with the Browns. Maybe if he ended up somewhere else, he'd be sorry. Maybe he would have made a Super Bowl. Look, if
he started for the Cowboys. He started for the Cowboys for too many games, and it was some of the worst football I've ever seen.
Is he also a redhead?
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, so the Browns saw, Red Rifle beating them all these years. They're like, let's get a redhead. Listen, I just don't like the Brandon Weeden slander. I think he's a good pick for the Browns. Who are the Browns to ask for more than Brandon Weeden? It's ridiculous. Also, if Sam Darnold's story tells you anything, it's that anything is possible. And maybe Brandon Weeden, if he was on a different team, he'd be in a Super Bowl. I don't know. I mean, if he had the luck of the Patriots, he probably would have won a few Super Bowls.
If Brandon Weeden were a different player,
can we get Brandon Weeden on the podcast so you can tell this to him to his face?
I have nothing against Brandon Weeden, and he's 28 years old. He was a baseball player.
Yeah,
and they drafted him in the first round. So and here you are with all of the what came after. You know what came after. You're calling it a great pick.
It's a great pick for the Browns. I'm just saying the Browns need to know their audacity. How dare the Browns think that they're going to make a better pick than Brandon Weeden?
Well, you want to talk about audacity with the Browns.
That's not the worst decision they've made by a mile.
You want to talk about audacity with the Browns. Did you hear about their head coach hiring process?
No, tell me.
They had...
Dude, their head coach hiring is worse than the Brandon Whedon pick, 100%.
All they did was hire a 2-time coach of the year. Okay. Another just golden take. Just a beautiful
who have
take.
they hired?
Kevin Stefanski was a 2-time coach of the year.
He's not there anymore.
Well, I know
he's not there.
They hired Monken to replace him.
Yeah, I'm talking about the current coach.
Stefanski wouldn't take the job now if it was offered to him.
Jim Schwartz wouldn't take the job. They lost Jim Schwartz over this. Yeah, that's why he left. He's like, Jim Schwartz probably would have stayed if they got like a Kubiak or something like that. No. But he's like, you're getting this dude.
No, they picked someone over him. He wasn't staying. But the part of the process was they had them take like a written test with like essay questions for to become the head coach. Which here's the thing. Having an adult write an essay when writing isn't even going to be a part of their job is one of the dumbest things I have ever heard, because your writing ability is going to gauge how good the essay is. Right? Because like talking to someone and reading something that someone has written are two completely different experiences.
You have to talk as a head coach.
You have to talk as a head coach. You don't sit up there and write essays to try to get your team to play well or to
literally
teach them.
0 times will you have to write.
Are you hiring them to write digital articles for your website, or are you hiring them to be the head coach of your team?
So this is a position for beat writer.
Yeah, exactly. It's unbelievable. It's like, we want to make sure he can write a good email. It's just, and you're also to
he must have.
What you were just saying.
A good email?
Monken, I guess. To echo what you're saying, you're the Browns. This isn't a desirable job. Teams were turning you down most of the offseason.
This is all I'm saying.
Process.
Brandon Whedon is not their worst decision.
Well, what you're saying is it's a great pick for the Browns, and it's
for the
a bad
Browns,
pick for anybody.
It's a great pick, just like it's a great pick for my local junior Pee Wee football team. Brandon Whedon is an all-star. For the Browns, yeah, I don't take them seriously. That's why it's a great pick for the Browns.
This is outrageous.
But can I tell you a Jim Schwartz story, by the way?
Yeah.
So Jim Schwartz was a defensive coordinator for the Bills. And you know who the head coach was when he was the coordinator?
Wade Phillips?
No.
Dick Duran?
One of the worst coaches. He left the Bills.
The coach did?
Yeah.
Doug Marrone?
Yeah, Doug Marrone. Doug Marrone.
He left the Bills for the Jags, right?
I think he left the Bills for like, I don't know. God knows.
They hired, because I think they hired Marrone from Syracuse.
Yeah.
And then
horrible decision.
I think he left the Bills to go to the Jags.
There's a game where Jim Schwartz gets carried off by the Bills defense. Doug Marrone is upset about it because he didn't get carried off. He's upset.
Yeah, I get it.
Because Jim Schwartz got carried off. The team liked Jim Schwartz.
I mean,
they carried him off the field.
It's like if the Patriots win the Super Bowl this week and then they dump Gatorade on Josh McDaniels. You think Vrabel's going to be thrilled about that?
I think Vrabel will still handle it better than Doug Marrone did. 100%. Yeah. I actually think Vrabel would be fine. I mean, as much as I hate that he likes to run freaking
You're so bitter about that. So bitter about that.
That was runs awesome. Music City Miracle.
That was the best thing I've ever seen.
They start the second half of a Bills
so great.
Titans game. It's horrible. Triggered me.
I mean, I start every episode of this show with the Music City Miracle, so I am
I
totally on board.
This is horrible.
I am totally on board for
being
that.
bullied.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, I am being bullied.
That's right.
And I won't tolerate it for Brandon Whedon.
I also start every episode of the show with Des Caught It, so I'm also bullying myself. I'm a masochist and a sadist, I guess.
You can just add the Cook's play to that. No,
I could. That's a great idea. Anyway,
all right, let's get back to Brandon Whedon.
Let's get back to
Brandon Whedon.
No, I'm never talking about Brandon Whedon again unless he comes on the show. Come on, Sam Darnold. It did not go well with the Jets, but it does not go well with anyone with the Jets. And the most famous moment of him with the Jets was when he was caught on the sideline saying he was seeing ghosts.
It's a bad take from people. Can I just say
Wait, what's the bad take?
I mean, he was seeing goats. The Jets. Like, it's not
what's
horrible.
The take? I'm saying that he was caught on camera.
Criticized him for saying that, but like, it's fine. And it was during a Bills game, I believe.
I'm not criticizing.
Right?
Oh, of course you think that.
I do.
It was against the Patriots.
Okay.
I think. I'm not criticizing him. I think it's hilarious.
No, but I just remember when it happened, people were criticizing him for it. It's like, yo, you can't admit that, even if you're. I mean, come on, dude.
No, I don't care about that. I just thought it was hilarious. I was there for the comedy of it. It was so funny.
Can I about this era here with the Jets?
Sure. Yeah.
We know the Jets are a dumpster fire. Like, they're horrible. Even with this new airplane scenario that's come up for the Giants are still a more classy franchise. Not for long. Not for long.
You don't want to be on the side of that take.
I don't want to be on the side of that take. But we know that historically the Jets are just such trash. They're so bad. And it's just like the whole thing is a dumpster fire. But I will say, I also want to say, Darnold was not the quarterback that he is today. Like, very clearly, he wasn't ready for that. Like, there's so much a dumpster fire. I don't know who could have come in there and been successful also. Like, is that fair to say? Like,
Aaron Rodgers went in there and couldn't be successful.
Yeah, I mean, it's an old Rodgers, but I don't know that he would have done that in his prime either. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I agree with you.
Quarterback
I agree
would Tom Brady have been successful there? Not from where Tom Brady started.
No,
from where he was starting. Like, no, I don't know who would have been successful there.
Yeah, where players land and the environment that they're in has a massive impact on. I mean, look at Drake May last year in that dysfunctional environment. He showed some flashes, but it was just kind of his raw athletic ability. It wasn't really him playing the quarterback position.
And that's the Patriots, who are like somewhat stable, and now they got a better coach, and he's still supported. He doesn't have the
stable,
roster
but
totally.
Last year was a huge
No, I know, but could you imagine 3 years of that?
Right.
He would be exactly what happened to Darnold.
Probably.
It would be the same thing.
I think that's fair to say.
I think there's so much we as a society, we place so much importance on the individual person, and we just think like the person's going to overcome it. Like, we do it, like, even when we vote obviously for presidents and stuff, it's so much on the individual. It's not on the system. And there is such a system that is important. Like a plant, like when you put a plant in a bucket, you don't criticize the plant for not growing. You're not like, how come you're not growing? You're like, well, the soil's not good. The water's not good. It's not getting enough sun. Like, there's all these factors that contribute to this thing growing and flourishing. And we don't look at that really holistically at anything in life. And I think that's not to get so deep on this thing.
I think that's a great analogy. The only part I will argue against is that I do yell at my plants.
You yell at them?
I berate.
By the way, do you know
them.
There are these studies about when you talk to the plants,
the way you talk to the plants,
and how you talk to them, it affects them. Yeah.
So
I like that we got into this little thing.
Me too. This is great.
Yeah. Feels good.
So then Sam went to the Panthers. And we got
Brandon Whedon.
I do not want us to run into the situation we ran into last week, where a gaggle of nurses, as you put it, were kicking you out.
A gaggle of nurses are kicking me out of the thing from Utica.
We're not going to run into that. We still have a decent amount to get through.
Don't submit that last episode for the Emmys.
I already did. All right. So then he goes to he's with the Jets. He decides, I'm going to go to a functional franchise, and goes to the Carolina Panthers. I believe he was traded, and it turns out the Panthers are.
And was he there with Baker?
Place.
He was there with Baker, right?
Maybe second place for dumpster fires in the NFL. The Carolina
but he was there with Baker, right?
Yeah.
Great.
Because Baker had been jettisoned from Cleveland, and then the Panthers also gave up on Baker and sent, just straight up cut him, I think, and he ended up in Los Angeles with the Rams for a game or two.
Now, he had a few early games here with the Panthers that were good.
He started 3-0. He won his first 3 games. And
I remember you were hot on the train. You were ready for it.
I was
like,
early
settle
adopter.
Down. You were very early adopter. I was like, settle down. McCaffrey's there. Then McCaffrey got hurt, and this thing ship went down.
Well, and then they traded him.
Yeah, and then they traded him
to his next team.
49ers. This is another parallel with Baker and him, because Baker ended up with the Rams, right?
Yeah.
And Darnold ends up with the 49ers, and it's a year where he has no pressure on himself. He can just sit and learn and study. And I think you got to give some credit for this turnaround a little bit to Shanahan, right?
Yeah,
and
for sure. He went
and
to
the Shanahan and the system and like understanding, and he could just practice without like getting hit, having to be, all the pressure of.
He went to the Shanahan rehab. Played
and
like
we were saying,
games,
like at the Jets, he couldn't just play quarterback. He couldn't just get out there and read. He's having to overcompensate for all of the nonsense of the franchise,
right? And the pressure of being the number 3
Shanahan, when he was at the 49ers, Shanahan compared him to Steve Young, which was a wild take.
There was a wonderful headline.
Yeah,
while Sam Darnold was in San Francisco, and the headline read, Sam Darnold is the most talented thrower in San Francisco 49ers history. And I saved that headline, and I, of course, I'll put it on the screen when I don't have it on there now, but that was in 2023. Sam Darnold, most talented thrower of the football in San Francisco 49ers history, was the headline from a beat writer.
I remember.
I don't think they were wrong.
I just remember. Let's relax.
I don't. No,
let's just relax.
I think they were
relax.
Right, actually,
yeah, we have 2 Hall of Famers that played for those teams. But like to the point, like for Shanahan to say this about a guy who was supposed to be their 3rd string quarterback, to compare him to Steve Young. I mean, this was when they had Trey Lance on the roster.
They had Trey Lance and Brock Purdy, and
Brock Purdy.
Darnold beat out Lance to be the backup.
Yeah, like. Very clearly beat out Lance, I believe.
They traded Lance to Dallas.
When do you hear the coach
or is that right?
Putting Flowers?
LA?
They did trade him to Dallas, I believe. Dallas, you got him. But when do you how often do you recall a coach like giving Flowers to the 3rd string quarterback? They just got. I mean, maybe it's part of like building up his confidence again. But like, he saw something, that we don't get to see.
Yeah. So then he goes to another great offensive coordinator with Kevin O'Connell.
System.
Has the season he had.
Same system.
Last
same
year.
system.
Yeah, right. And
he's great.
It was the way it ended.
He was great last year.
Yeah. Yeah. He was great. But it was
the way it ended was they thought it's our system.
Disaster.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, yeah.
The way it ended was abysmal. It ended with them losing the last week of the season to the Lions, getting blown out, and not getting the first round bye in the playoffs, and then in the wild card game, blown out.
Even last year, did you have this feeling of okay, he still needs to learn how to play in the big games?
I kind of still have it.
You still have it? No, I don't have it now.
I mean, the NFC Championship was the moment where I was like, okay, this guy's actually winning a game for them.
No, he can play in the big games. I'm that's not to say that he can't throw 3 picks on Sunday. It could happen.
Yeah,
I think we're all still overcome them. You know what I mean? I don't think he's going to shrink in the moment.
No, I don't think so either.
I think people felt that last year in the Minnesota game because they had a game again to clinch the 1 seed. Do you remember that? No, last year, Minnesota.
Right. Yeah, that's what I was just talking about. Yeah, they against Detroit the last week of the season. Yeah.
And it was a really bad, that was a bad game for him. And it felt like now I feel like he could have a bad game.
I just said this.
What?
I just said this. They had that game and then they went to the playoffs and he had another really bad game.
Yeah. But I guess what I'm saying is I'm not punking you, but I'm just saying I feel like it that's the thing that he had to learn last year, or that he's learned I think this year. I think he's learned it. I could still see him throwing interceptions, but I also could see him overcoming it. Like we said, he played bad for 2.5 quarters earlier, against the Rams in that second game, and then he got it going.
Yeah. And he played a great game. So he's gone from seeing ghosts to now the ghosts see him, and that is the story.
And he is still very physically talented. That's a big dude.
Of course, he's the most talented thrower.
He's as big as Josh.
He's the most talented thrower of the football that the San Francisco 49ers have ever had.
Okay, crazy take.
Okay, Mr. Brandon Whedon. Okay, so
Steve Young, man.
It's been the story of replacing Tom Brady for the Patriots. They had Cam Newton in 2020. It had moments seeming like that might work for
the
something.
shoulder wasn't what it used to be.
Yeah,
the injuries of the shoulder. Yeah.
He played all but one game. He did not play the Chiefs game that year. This one because he had COVID, but he played the rest of the games. He was healthy for the rest of the games. They just finished 7-9. Wasn't great. And then they draft Mac Jones. Then they draft Mac Jones, and he starts all 17 games.
He had
in
a good
2021
rookie year,
and similar a little. I think, and
he made the Pro Bowl.
John Foz was on the show that came out as we're recording. Came out today, as you're listening, probably yesterday. He's a big Patriots fan. Was talking about how kind of the expectation for this season for the Patriots was most similar to like they might do what they did in 2021, like get to the playoffs, show some competence, and then ultimately like kind of losing the playoffs.
Yeah.
But they were showing some promise going in to 2022 with Mac Jones at quarterback, and then it just fell apart so quickly for them.
Well, they lost McDaniels. Like, I think that's a big part of, like I think I said earlier in the season, like I give a lot of credit to McDaniels for Drake May, how he sort of brought him along.
Yeah, and there was a lot of internal dysfunction with the team. They ended up with Joe Judge and Matt Patricia coaching the offensive side of the ball, which doesn't make any sense. But that is what
crazy
was happening by the end.
Matt Patricia on the offense is wild.
Yeah, that is what was happening by the end of the Belichick time in New England. 4-13.
Who would have thought it would get worse for Belichick?
I don't know. I think Bill's doing fine.
Okay.
So they go 4-13.
Dude, they just kept him out of the Hall of Fame.
For a year, and everybody, but I've heard other people have this take, and I think they're absolutely correct that in a lot of ways this is the best thing that could have happened to him at this point, because now everyone's going on TV and stuff and saying, how can you not put Bill Belichick in the Hall of Fame? He's the greatest ever. So like, what? I think it worked out for him.
I think maybe they didn't want his girlfriend giving his speech. His induction speech.
We don't need to speculate.
Would have been horrible. Could you imagine? Honestly, if I was a voter, if that thought crossed my mind, I might be like, all right, Bill, let's wait a year. Let's see how this plays out.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, we've run out of time here.
Where's
so we need to move on
to the
next
thing. We didn't have Stidham here.
Stidham.
Jarrett Stidham. Yeah, Stidham.
He never started a game for the Patriots.
Oh, my goodness. That's crazy.
Yeah, he was there for the Cam Newton year and never started a game. I think he was also there for the Mac Jones year, like the year Mac Jones played every game but didn't play.
The Patriots might have their own Sam Darnold story with Mac Jones.
Maybe. They could. Yeah. He's looked pretty good. I'm not. I mean, he looked pretty good. Same path. He went to Shanahan and won some games for the 49ers this year. All right.
No, I think the Giants quarterback is a better fit for the next Sam Darnold story.
Oh, you're going way ahead. You're saying Dart's going to flame out.
No, not Dart. Sorry, the dude who's in Indy.
Oh, Daniel Jones?
Daniel Jones.
Yeah.
Not Mac Jones. Daniel Jones, I think, is the next contender. They should make this an award on NFL Honors.
You mean like a comeback player
of the year?
Like a player that comes back from adversity?
No, I think because that's bullshit. They didn't give it to Damar Hamlin, who died on the field. It's like, ooh, let's give it to Joe Flacco. They gave it to Joe Flacco because he had to deal with being at home with his wife and kids. That's a lot worse. Damar Hamlin dying on the field. What
do you think's harder? Raising children or coming back to life?
Yes, I think. I know it's a really close apples and oranges situation.
I don't know, man.
I think just
we have
my
a sick
title
kid at home today.
I think my title for The Cat is Burning.
The cat is burning. Actually, no, I did get an update on that. Rice was being cooked.
Okay. I was close. So I do think my title for like, who's the next Sam Darnold? That's way more charming. It's not comeback player of the year. It's like, which franchise has ruined this guy's career and who's gonna come back from this?
Yeah, that'll
That's
charm him.
Better.
Yeah, that'll be popular. All right. So here's what I did. I wanted to reach out and get people's predictions for this Super Bowl. So I reached out to everyone who has been on this podcast.
Amazing.
and had them tell me their prediction for this game. So we got Alec, who joined an episode with you, and you're not going to know who a lot of these people are because I've recently learned you don't listen to this podcast when you're not on it, which is
that Colleen with RG3?
Don't get ahead of things.
What?
Don't take away from Alec's spotlight here. Alec, for some reason, has this Seahawks like
Jersey?
necklace because he's taking ownership of this Seahawks team because Mike Macdonald was a Ravens defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
And no, you don't get to do that. You don't get to do that. You just don't.
Maybe the Ravens should have kept Mike McDonald.
Yeah,
Does he think about that one?
I mean, they
did get Jesse Minter back, but I mean, maybe they should have just kept McDonald.
Sure. Just no, you don't. That's not a thing. If anything, it makes your team look worse.
Yeah.
And you shouldn't be celebrating it, but
yeah,
that's beside the point.
Yeah.
And his pick, drum roll, please.
What is it?
He's taking the Seahawks, 27-13.
Okay, I like it.
All right. Yeah.
Yep.
So he's a three-timer. He's in the three-timers club. Episode 1, he was the first ever guest. Episode 7 and episode 31. I got to pull out the Roman numerals for this, which was fun. This is my wife who's been on one episode, and that is her on an airplane.
She's looking for a team. How is she not picking the Commanders at this point? She's met RG3. Is she mad that they blew up his knee?
Maybe.
Okay.
But yeah, she was at Baylor for grad school at the same time as RG3, and happened.
Oh.
This was pretty close to the. I think the story was he was meeting with the Washington team, and she was flying home. They're both flying from DC to Baylor.
Oh, nice.
And they were on the same flight, and there they are.
Look at that.
So she
Did
got
she
a picture.
know him? Did she know him, or
does she? Well, he was here. He was at he stayed at our house a couple days last week. Yeah. He's like their godfather.
RG3's friends.
Yeah, Robert. Wait, has
Robert?
Did I say? Yeah, Robert comes by all the time.
The third?
Well, the third and the all of them.
Oh my goodness!
They all come
the
here.
Fathers?
Yeah. Anyway,
RG2,
RG2, RG4,
RG1.
RG1 is sadly no longer with us.
Oh.
Probably. I don't know why I said that. He might be. I don't know.
I think he is. They're pretty young.
Colleen picked the Seahawks.
17-14. Colleen,
which was the score of I believe Super Bowl 41 or 42. Super Bowl 42.
What
the
Super Bowl
Patriots, the Patriots and the
Rams.
Giants. The 18. Oh, can I tell you a stat that's going to make you so mad?
Oh yeah, you were telling. Yeah, okay.
Oh, okay. I just remembered. I teased one a while ago. Okay, I'll have to confirm the other one. This one's going to make you mad too, though. If the Patriots win the Super Bowl,
yeah,
they'll be the 4th team in NFL history to have an 18-win season. It's the 84 Niners, the 85 Bears, the 2007, 2008, 18-1 Patriots that lost the Super Bowl. So they'll be the 5th, and the Eagles last year. So they'll be the 5th team to do that. How's that make you feel?
That's gross.
Okay.
It's
all right.
disgusting.
Denny Carter, who's actually at the Super Bowl covering it for NBC.
Oh, nice.
He was on episode 16, and he is picking the Seahawks in dominating fashion, 31-10.
I like it.
I bet you do.
I like it.
John Foz, you see him here in his Patriots hat. He's wearing a Ben Coates jersey, which
Ben Coates, I know Ben Coates. Yeah, the great Patriots tight end. 87.
I know you don't know he was wearing that because I know you don't watch or listen to the show, but he was there. He's been on 2 episodes. He's actually the reason that this Tom Brady Got Milk poster is behind me right now.
That's crazy.
Who do you think he picked?
I think he probably picked the Seahawks.
Surprise third answer. He picked the Bills. It was really weird. No, he picked the Patriots, 24-20.
24-20. Okay.
Jeremy Tiperio, also known as Dynasty Daddy. He was on episode 14 of the show. Runs a great website called Dynasty Daddy. So you can go check that out if you want. There's some games on there. He picked the Seahawks, 28-21. Josh Katzker of Same Old Dolphins Show. He has a podcast about the Dolphins that you should check out.
Nice.
He was on episode 33 of the show just a couple weeks ago. He picked the Seahawks 31-23. His wife, I think, is from Seattle, I want to say, and their whole family Seahawks fans. So he's obviously picking with a clear head there. Justin Bauerle was on an early episode of the show, episode 4. He lives in Indianapolis, big Colts fan. He's part of Fantasy Now Plus. So check out their work if you play fantasy football. He went big scoring, big score.
It's tough. It's really tough. Yeah.
42-27 Seahawks. Mike Held, the hat guy from the hat episode 8. Syracuse, New York guy, went to Syracuse.
Ooh, nice.
He's picking the Patriots 42-38.
Wow. Is he a Patriots fan?
He's a Giants fan.
Can I just say, like, both of the last 2 games is too many points for me for a Super Bowl.
Okay.
I'll explain why later. Yeah.
Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited for that. Peter, who was on episode 3, specifically told me to find the most ridiculous screenshot I could of him for this. And this is what I decided was the most ridiculous without being like mean. Yeah. I think he still looks pretty good here. Episode 3, Ravens fan, did a Ravens podcast with Alec for years.
Oh, nice.
He picked the Patriots 20-16.
Ravens fan picked the Patriots?
He did. Let me tell you about another Patriot that had a surprising win 2016. I'm just kidding. I don't know if that joke landed. I don't know if it landed. Think about it. Sam.
What was the 2016?
Sam Fortier.
What's
Sam
the 2016?
Fortier. Just think about it. A Patriot won, and it's a bad joke. You don't need to think about it. It's an election joke.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Sam. Sorry to associate
Episode
you with
11.
that, Sam. Episode 11, another Syracuse guy, Washington Post reporter.
Yeah.
Seahawks 27-24. Now,
nice.
Sam will not like me saying this.
Yeah.
But I do know he grew up a Patriots fan. Now, he is a serious journalist, and so he has left fandom behind. He just covers sports as a serious journalist. And but he picked the Seahawks to win despite his fandom. So he was able to step outside of his fandom and pick the game based off of his analysis, which I think is pretty cool. All right, Scott.
That's nice.
Scott.
Is he rooting for the Patriots, though?
Seahawks fan. He's not rooting. He's a journalist, Devesh.
Oh, nice.
He covers the game. He calls balls and strikes. Okay. Scott was on the show, which you didn't listen to, on Monday. He's from Seattle.
36?
He's a meteorologist in Seattle. It was like 2 episodes ago. He picked the Seahawks 31-10.
That's a solid pick. Wait, you got 2 31-10 picks.
2 31-10 picks. I know.
Nice.
I know. They didn't know they were doing that.
That's pretty good.
Okay.
Hey, that picture of you is from the picture with me and you.
Oh, what? Huh.
Yeah. That's from
interesting. Interesting. You remember
graduation.
That.
I remember
that. That's embarrassing that you remember that. Yeah, here's that picture now.
Look at that.
Me and you, 2016.
Oh man, that was fun. That was good times.
Graduation. Now that haircut.
Mine.
There's
or yours?
a story. Mine. I don't know the story behind yours.
No.
I went to a place called Supercuts.
This is what you were saying.
And I got my hair cut.
Perfect. Yeah.
And it was, I don't even understand physically how it was as bad as it was. And it also took a really long time. Like, I think I was sitting in the chair. I was sitting in the chair for like an hour and 15 minutes. I have no idea. Haircuts do not take that long.
Honestly, it was
experience.
probably worse, and she fixed it.
Well, no, because it was so bad that I then the next day was like, I cannot exist with my hair in this shape.
Why didn't you put a hat on?
And I didn't wear hats as much. And I also had I was also interning in a government building, and I couldn't wear a hat at the time.
Oh my God.
So like, yeah, no, I was kind of like, this is a terrible haircut. So what I did is I walked to a barbershop near my house. And I literally just told him, just cut it all off. This was probably in March. And you're probably seeing like 2 months of hair growth there after they cut it all off and reset it.
I thought it was like recent to that thing. No,
it was the shortest my hair has. I mean, that right there is shorter than my hair like has been probably since then, and it was shorter than that, weeks before that. So
that is incredible.
Fun little Supercuts story.
That is incredible. That was a good day. That was a fun day.
Graduation?
Graduation.
I'm glad you had fun. All right, so
I mean, yeah,
we have me and you here. We need to pick this game.
Whew. Okay, I haven't thought about score really until you started doing this, and I didn't think about picks. Can I just give you some thoughts on the Super Bowl in general, beyond how we said we hate it?
Sure, let's do your thing. Yeah, so, let's do that.
So the Super Bowl is unlike any other football game. Yes, the consumerism of it, like it just turns it into a whole different thing. And it's really not one game. It's really two games that are like sort of barely games. And I'm just thinking like part of the reason I didn't like the high scores from both of those is because I just think it takes a long time to get in the groove of the game. Like there's some stat of like Tom Brady is like, I think until he was at the Bucs, he hadn't scored a first quarter touchdown in the Super Bowl. So like even for him, who'd been to like 9 Super Bowls, like you just couldn't get in rhythm. It's so hard of a game to get in rhythm. That's why I don't like the high score, like the 42-37 type of thing. I just don't think it makes sense because it's hard to get in rhythm in the first half. But then in the second half, teams do get in rhythm. And then I think what ends up happening is you've played so many plays. Like I remember Brady talking about it. He's like, we weren't doing well against Atlanta. Like, I mean, we were doing well, but we just weren't able to finish the drives. But we knew that we had, like, they ran like 90-something plays in that game on offense. And I think by the end of the game, it's almost like which team is less tired. So it's like, I think the first half is like a little bit of like, how do we get into rhythm? How do you start getting into rhythm? And the second half, again, getting into rhythm, but then like, can you sustain and not just get exhausted from everything that's led up to this point? Like that's two things. The other thing that I think of as much as I dislike the Patriots, there's a lot of institutional knowledge here that McDaniels has in terms of preparing for a Super Bowl and trying to get a young Drake May like really centered and focused and like how they're going to prep for the next 2 weeks. Like I think there's more than any game, it's like that knowledge is like the most useful, So yeah. I do think like that's very beneficial to them.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Do you want to make a pick? Yeah.
Wait, do you want to go first?
No, I don't. I want you to go first.
I don't know. I think I'm going to go 35-17 Seahawks.
35-17 Seahawks. So you don't think it's going to be high scoring? But I mean,
that's 35 points is a lot. Yeah. 35 is a lot. I think they would score more in the regular game.
Goes against what
I said?
Everything you just said. I thought you were gearing up for like a 16-13 type of... No. What did you say? 34-17? Is that what you said?
35-17.
35-17.
I'm good with 34-17. That's cool.
No, I want to get it right. I want to get it right. 35-17.
I think 35
Seahawks.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me 1 second. I just want to.
Let me think how I think the first half's gonna go.
Oh yeah, no, we're moving on because we're almost out of time, and I gotta do my pick.
17.
Yeah.
Okay. What are you doing?
So
what do you got?
Here we go.
Nice,
we got it down.
Nice.
Now we're going
bigger than normal.
We've really. No, you're just smaller. No, let's see. We got the little ones here.
Oh, you did get big one. There you go.
Yeah. I went ahead and I thought we had to get the full many helmets for this. So, I mean, everything that you said about the Patriots schedule was true. They haven't really been challenged.
You're not doing this,
They played.
Derek. You're not. You're picking the Patriots. All right, go ahead.
Also, do you want to make my pick for me? Go for it. Go for it.
No, I'm dying. The anticipation is killing me. There's no way you're setting this up for the Patriots. All right, go ahead.
What if I was and like you just totally stepped all over it?
No.
What if I was? What
I'm
if
just being the audience? I'm like, what? Are you kidding me? I don't know what your pick is.
You're being the audience with a microphone that I can hear. Okay, so yeah, the Patriots. Everything you said was true. They didn't play anybody. The Seahawks, number 1 in DVOA. They played some of the best teams in the NFL this year. They played the Rams 3 times. They played the 49ers 3 times. Just really strong good teams that wear you down, force you to play their type of game, and they showed that they could overcome all of that. Mike McDonald, one of the best defensive play callers in the NFL. Sam Darnold has shown that he can win games when they need him to. Kenneth Walker has been, he was making cuts in that game in the backfield that looks like
he's got
Barry
a little
Sanders.
Marshawn Lynch in him. He's got a little Marshawn Lynch.
He has no Marshawn Lynch in him.
A little bit.
He's
hard to tackle.
so much quicker. Yeah, he's not Marshawn though. He's Jahmyr Gibbs.
No,
So
he's not. He's
even
slow.
better than Barry Sanders.
Oh my goodness.
So all of that, the Seahawks just have such a advantage, pretty much. I think at every layer of the game. I think they have the better offense. I think they have better defense. I think they probably have the better special teams. Probably the best punt returner in the league, in Rashid Shaheed.
Yeah, and we know the Patriots' defense is really bad in the red zone.
Now, the Patriots' defense, where they are strongest, is up the middle with Williams and Barrymore.
Yeah, Williams is really good.
They have Christian Gonzalez, who he doesn't usually travel. They play a lot of zone.
He doesn't play inside. JSN is going to be in the
with
slot.
JSN.
Yeah.
So here's how I see it. I think it's going to be a close game. I don't think we're going to get the blowout. I think everything you said about it being slow and teams getting used to it. No, the players. I meant to look this up, but not a lot of Super Bowl experience on either side of the ball for this game.
The coaching,
and it is
the
totally
coaching is the
different.
big. The coaching is. McDaniel's
Even
experience
there
is the
it's,
big
it's
thing.
McDaniel's, yeah.
Yeah.
And the players, there's hardly any, and it is a different experience. And I think that's going to slow the game down. I think the Seahawks, the way that it would become a blowout is if the Patriots make mistakes early. I don't think that's going to happen. And I think we're actually going to see the game tied late. I think we might even get overtime, but I think it's going to be low scoring, like 17-17, that type of thing.
Oh.
And then I think the Seahawks are going to get the ball in overtime, and they're going to go down the field and they're going to kick a field goal, and they're going to make it 20-17. And then Drake May is going to have his moment, and he's going to throw a ball that should be picked off, and it won't be. It'll be dropped, and then they will drive down the field, and the New England Patriots are going to win the Super Bowl in overtime, 23-20.
Disgusting.
That is my prediction.
That is gross. I can't believe you just did that.
Congratulations.
All right, put it
to
in.
the
Let's see.
7-time Super Bowl
goodness.
champion,
What
New England Patriots.
What a disaster.
23-20 and overtime.
Oh my goodness. That's crazy.
All right.
I can't believe you just walked us through that. That was
You don't even have to watch it now. I saved you
It's
having
what
to
it's
watch
gonna
it.
be. Yeah. I can't
All
believe
right.
This is
It is
ridiculous.
4:58.
Okay.
You need to get out of that room by 5 o'clock. So we need to sign this thing off. Let's do another show. Let's do another show before the Super Bowl.
Friday.
And if let's do it. Let's do it. Let's figure out if it doesn't happen, if it doesn't show up in the feed, you'll know what happened. I'm talking to the audience. I'm talking now. You don't know what might happen. We don't know. We don't know. Anyway, thank you for listening. Be sure to subscribe. Check out the social media stuff.
If you want to hear
Devesh
more on
social
Brandon
media.
Whedon, come back.
Not here. You can go to wherever you can find Devesh when he's not here. Anyway, we will see you next time.
You're picking the Patriots is wild. What are you doing? How are you picking the Patriots? This is crazy.